Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be reviewing Christine and the Queen's second album, Chris. Before we get started, I want to remind you that this is simply my opinion on the album, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more. Christine and the Queens is a French singer that has been very popular here in France, and her debut album has been really liked when it came out. And it was huge for a new artist in France, and it's not as common as you might think, but what's even better is that she has been very popular, especially in the UK as well, and that's why maybe you've heard of her because she's making herself known. And this time her second album came out, it's called Chris, and let's just talk about it. So if you've ever heard Chris music, I'm gonna call it Chris. It's a very peculiar type of French pop music, and in a way she reminds me a lot of a Japanese singer called Utada Hikaru, because like her, when she plays with her lyrics and singing, it really shows that she's an artist that really explores a lot through her music. It goes from the lyrics to every single detail as part of the songs. And a lyrical world can sometimes be or feel a little bit abstract, especially when I'm used to it. And it was my case when I first heard her first album, but ever since, if you listen to her music more and more, you start to get it and actually really appreciate the fact that it's a very human and honest kind of music and quite engaging. And I think that's why she's so appealing to me. Chris is an album that takes a different direction from her first one, but it really feels like a natural evolution to me. This album feels more like 80s inspired when it comes to the music, and I know many people are getting tired of it, but personally, if you've been subscribed to the channel for a while, you know that this is my favorite type of music right now, and it has been for the last few years, and especially this year, we got spoiled between Sunmi from South Korea, Janelle Monáe in the US, and many others who delve into this type of music style and who present themselves in such a genuine way, and Chris does it as well here. And we are with an album that feels intimate and excellent, and it's a mix of funk and pop that never feels boring or too much. Each song is crafted in such a peculiar way, but it also makes the album feel as a whole very coherent. I love how Chris plays with her voice, she plays with stereotypes, and she strips herself away from who she was in the first album. And in this one, she transforms herself into this persona called Chris. And there's a lot to study in details, and I won't delve into that myself, but it gives this album a way to be quite hard hitting you with the realization of someone's identity and sexuality here that feels very organic and intimate and very thoughtful as well, especially on a song like Les Yeux Mouillés makes some sense. This album really feels like almost a diary, a personal diary, and when you think about the lyrics especially, it feels like every piece of the puzzle is put together in this one. This album also has a deluxe international edition, which is the one I bought, because the second CD is basically the same songs, but they are sung mostly in English, and obviously what's more interesting here is that the lyrics are written in English, and even though it keeps the central theme of the songs, they do have their own special aspect in English, and being able to understand both French and English, it really allowed me to appreciate her writing style in both languages, which I believe stays peculiar either way. Now when it comes to my favorite songs from this album, Damn Dis-moi Girlfriend was the first single released, and it's still to this day a song that I love very much, because it has such an amazing beat and it's very chill, and it's hard not to be seduced by it. I also love La Marcheuse, The Walker, because it has a very raw emotions in it, and I love the way she sings, and it just makes me feel a lot of things, and I really like that. Honestly, all the songs released prior to the album are absolute gold to me, and I love Chris' voice. And listening to this album so many times made me realize that it was quite an experience to get through, and I absolutely adored it. It feels very different, yet very close to the best type of pop out there, and that's why I give the album 5 stars. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to tell me what you think of the album down below, and I'll see you next time.